I know you said uh, you unfortunately went through a phase where you were doing self harm. What kind of self harm were you doing?
Uh, Cutting.
Cutting.
Yeah.
All right, man. I help me understand cutting. What kind of like what does cutting do for you?
So when it comes to self harm as a maladaptive behavior, it's basically kind of alleviating almost the stress, giving a way to channel into something that's more manageable. So in the case of cutting and whatnot, the emotional turmoil is hard to deal with. So you create it, you make it physical, and it's easier to control, easier to manage, easier to deal
But when you're doing the cutting, what are I know, like you said, you're hoping to take away from the mental
with. Yeah,
and make it more physical, right?
yeah.
But you're not hoping to like end it, right?
No, most people that self harm aren't necessarily trying to end their lives. They're just coping in a maladaptive way. So,
So for the people who are viewing this, can you explain what maladaptive means?
so maladaptive is a adaptation that is not beneficial. It's more of a detriment to the individual that's making the adaptation. So, for example, people that have a hard time being in a healthy relationship because they're used to being in toxic relationships, that's an example of maladaptive behavior. Or the someone's lost people when they were younger and whatnot, and they don't get attached to people. They don't let people get close. They may even push people away so they don't get hurt. That's maladaptive.
So do you think that you suffer from a maladaptive like mindset because that's why you're so quiet?
I I know I did at one point, and there's some aspects that I kind of still see a little bit. Like one of them's hyper independence, which is part of why I got into just doing my own thing when it comes to training and whatnot, and not letting anyone coach me. But also with that, I went and actually educated myself on stuff too, and listened to people that have far more experience and knowledge on what I'm doing than what I do. But yeah, that's one of them that I would say that I still kind of have to an extent. Nowhere near as bad though.
Okay.
When it comes
And I know
to
you said you picked up weight training to replace the maladaptive behavior of cutting,
yeah,
right? Do you still struggle with the desire to cut?
no,
How long has it been since you've cut?
since let's see, I want to say probably senior year of high school.
Okay, so probably about 10, 11 years.
Yeah.